What's up, guys? In this video, the Odyssey fenders get painted and it looks so good. So here she is. It's finally time to start working on this thing. The front wheels are off of it right now because we had to go power sports and like get some new tires and stuff for it and just spec some parts out. But everything under there looks super clean. So what we're gonna be doing in this video is completely doing the restorations on these plastics here. First thing we're gonna do is get this thing disassembled. We'll yank the seat off, the plastics, steering wheel plastic, this stuff too. All of this is gonna be red. We're just gonna try to polish that up. These are gonna be red. Should look pretty mint. Sweet. Being out. No! Bolt broke! No. I saw that coming. I think that's gonna happen a lot on this thing. And the head of the bolt stuck in the socket.
Fender number 2.
Alright. So we're gonna have some fun kind of restoring these. They're a little chipped up, but no big deal. Now we're gonna get this front piece off, and it's pretty cool. This is actually like a metal skid plate here. And I mean, this cart or ATV, whatever you want to call it, it has like frame rails and they look pretty straight, so that's really cool. Alright, so something we gotta do while we're taking this plastic piece off is get rid of the steering wheel and stuff. That way it'll slide up over it. But these are like $70, $80, and I'm not about to spend that for some plastic, and it's in pretty good shape as you can see. But like stuff like this is hanging on by a thread. The little stud here broke out, so I think we're just gonna try to refix it with JB Weld on the inside, and like places like right here, and just find some switches that kind of fit, and just make it as nice as we can. Cool, everything on here looks pretty good. All right, guys, we made a discovery. I thought this Odyssey was an 83, and that's what the previous owner thought it was too. I'm sure that's how he bought it. He thought it was an 83, but turns out, I'm pretty sure this is a first gen Odyssey.
Yeah, so the first gen was from 1977 to 1980, and then the second gen is 1981 and 1984.
The real reason we originally were able to tell is because under here, see all the yellow? Yeah, the yellow color was a first gen thing. And also, see how this front bar goes way up? That's also a first gen thing. And I think this is like a mix between like 80s parts and first gen parts. Because you can see instead of bolting this cage on, it's just welded on. From here back, it looks really good. And then like here forward, it just looks like a hack job. I think this kind of changes the direction of our whole build here. I think we're gonna go from, I still really like the red and the gold rims and the blue. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna combine the best elements of both and go with the, black frame, red roll bar, and then like blue accents, and then have like the cool, like, I don't know, 77 to 80 kind of look with it, with the higher front bar and the back rear bar.
So these screws that hold the skid plate to the plastic piece, they were totally stripped out. So we had to make our own bolt by welding a nut to it.
Yeah, see, you can see that yellow underneath all the layers of paint. So this thing's definitely a 79. Alright, water. We just don't want the plastic to catch on fire like it did before. Alright, well, there are 2 more little bolts right here. Then our nice steel. Yeah, look at that yellow. Definitely a 79. Cool, everything under here looks pretty clean. It looks like this did a good job of protecting it. Here's this guy. This thing's almost completely stripped down.
So we got JB Weld plastic bonder. And so this is the original steering wheel. As you can see, it's hanging by dear life right now. So we're gonna flip it up upside down, and we're gonna mend together everything with this stuff. And also the air box is kind of splitting along this plastic seam, so we're gonna hit that too. And hopefully everything sticks together and it'll bolt back up better. So this little screw hole was completely detached, so I just put the JB weld on the surfaces and then some around it, and I'm just kind of packing it back together, you know, trying to get it in all the cracks and crevices. Been really meticulously painting everything, and we're gonna try the fenders. We don't have any special paint, we're just gonna use spray paint, but we don't know if it's gonna work since this stuff is kind of flexible, and we don't know if it's gonna crack or stay. So we're just gonna do a little test spot right here, and if it works, then we're gonna send it. Our little test panel right here with the rustoleum paint, and like looking at this, like there's, like you can see there's no cracks here. So we're just probably gonna go with rustoleum instead of buying special paint and going to special paint shops and stuff.
Yeah, and it'll be way cheaper, and we can always take the fenders off and stuff and replace them. It shouldn't be any problem at all for this stuff. It's just solid. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna scuff this thing up, because when you're painting plastic, I mean, little imperfections shine through so easily.
All right, we're patching up the inside of the fenders. It's not gonna be like very structural, and it'll be on the inside. So we're just using some JB Weld plastic stuff, and we can sand it down. We're just filling in the cracks around these full tools.
All the JB Weld and stuff in there. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it's better than nothing. And over here, Joe is just sanding all of this tub down with 400 grit. We're actually gonna hit it with filler primer first, and then we'll sand that down again with 400 grit, and then we're gonna hit it again with just the red paint.
All right, we got filler primer, and we're gonna prime this thing before we paint it. So,
it's gonna look sick. And we have white stickers to go on the Honda right there. It looks so good, guys. What do you think, Joe?
it's going on pretty good. There's a lot of these little overspray pieces getting on the rest of it, because it's such like a, basically just like a tub. It's catching all the overspray.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to sand it.
Yeah. We'll have to look out for that when we're painting the red, but 3 minutes. So right now what we're doing is we got all this, the filler primer on, and we're sanding it all down with 400 grit till you can't feel any texture or see any cracks. We're just gonna do our best here. This isn't a perfect piece of plastic, but it's pretty good. So I think it'll clean up really nicely. Alright guys, so the snorkel is all hung up to its meant. We did put some paint on this, but I do want to sand it down a little bit and respray it, because there's a little bit of like wrinkling and stuff in it. No big deal. These just need primer and sand, but these guys, these are totally done and they look so good. Like, these look OEM, honestly. I mean, they look just as good. They're just not going to be as durable, but because it's spray paint, but no big deal. So next clip will just be painting these red. Just going for that kind of light peppering for the first coat. Because you really start off light and then you can go thicker as it goes on. And going thick with the paint is what really kind of wakes it up. So cool, hopefully these turn out like the other ones. Alright, so these guys are just getting a good dose of clear coat right now. Man, they look so good though. I just hope it holds up for a while, because it looks really good.
See your reflection in them.
This looks super good. I'm I'm glad we restarted and moved on, or just restarted with this. It wasn't turning out exactly how we wanted to, so we decided to redo it. And then this is after about 4 coats of clear coat, and it looks really, really good. So this will get the white Honda sticker, but this isn't gonna go on the cart yet. We're actually trying to get it running right now, so that's kind of where we are time-wise in this video. Here's these. Also looking really, really good.
I think I'm ready to turn to my application at Mako.
Oh yeah, you're ready.
We're ready.
Pump out things like this.
Oh yeah.
So sweet. We'll wait for these to cure probably tomorrow, and we're gonna join them up with this guy.
We're going to the seat rig.
How's it look?
It looks nice.
Oh man, that looks sick. So this thing's about to look really good right about now with our new fender going on.
We got front bar, skid plate, the one headlight. It's looking really nice.
Alright, there she is. Oh man, it looks so good. Alright, we're gonna get the mud flaps on the front here, and then we're putting the steering wheel on, we're sitting in her. Right now I'm installing the mud flap with all new hardware.
And then I'm putting in the floorboard right here. And we'll put the other one in, but there's a couple bolts that are underneath it.
And you gotta flip around. That'll at least protect the spray paint a little bit. Here's all the body panels installed. There might be some other stuff in here that'll come up on in the next video, I think, where we get this thing running. Sorry, it's kind of all over the place right now. We're just doing everything at the same time. But what I'll do now is I'll get some artsy shots, because I can't believe how well this turned out. This has been like a couple weeks too since we finished it, and it just looks so good, really. So it's pretty cool. So sweet. Cue the montage. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That was an awesome video. Yeah, I mean, this was a cool video just because you got to see it before reassembly, and then like now when it's done. So huge transformation in this one. So be sure to stay tuned next time where we get it running. Thank you, Go Power Sports. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. She's closed, guys.